Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about borrowed power. Well, no, we're not actually going to talk about borrowed power. We're going to talk about the Onyx Annulet, the brand new ring of patch 10.07 that you could put Primordial gems in. We're going to explain the entire system. It looks like it is finally in on the PTR, and we can talk about how it works, how you're going to get these gems, how you're going to upgrade them, and everything to do with this system that is coming, as mentioned, in patch 10.07 of Dragonflight. But before we jump into that, guys, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, Dragonflight, Dragonflight PTR, Wrath Itching Classic, and more, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so yes, the Onyx Annulet. This is a brand new ring coming to the game in patch 10.07. The Return to Forbidden Reach patch, the small patch before we get the big 10.1 patch over in the summer. So a little bit of a boost, a little bit more activities to do over there. I'll have a full video going over all the activities of the Return to Forbidden Reach and all the features of 10.07 close to the release. But today we are going to talk about the Onyx Annulet, which is the ring which has caused a bit of controversy in the WoW community. People calling it borrowed power, people calling it DOM sockets 2.0. To be honest, it's not really that. It's as much borrowed power as getting a new piece of gear is, essentially. And at the end of the day, it's really just a little boost to your power before we go into 10.1, as Blizzard's actually come out and stated that this will not be something we use in Season 2 in 10.1. So this is going to be just a small boost of power coming as like a catch-up mechanic as such to your characters, and something fun to do in patch 10.07. So let's talk about it. How do you get this ring in patch 10.07? Well, it's pretty easy. When 10.07 launches, you'll have a new quest to head over to the Forbidden Reach and start your questing over there. Doesn't look like there's any prerequisite to unlock the Forbidden Reach. Looks like it is just going to be some max level content. And this quest will send you to the Forbidden Reach, and you'll do a small quest line involving Jeb and some of the other Dragon Scale explorers. And this will eventually unlock this Scarer Vaults, which is a brand new system of 10.07. People call this Torghast 2.0 as well. It's definitely not that. It's more just a little bit of fun side content. The basic gameplay loop here is that you kill rares and open chests on the Forbidden Reach, and inside the Scarer Vaults are locked doors. You'll open these doors, there'll be like small puzzles and things like that. There'll be chests and NPCs to kill and things like that, and that's essentially what these Scarer Vaults is in 10.07. And we'll come back to what's inside those chests in a moment. But when you do jump into the vault for the very first time, you will pick up a ring on the floor, and this is going to be your Onyx Annulet. Yeah, you get it, as mentioned, pretty darn quick, and this is just a simple quest to head back to the village in the Forbidden Reach to researcher Imareth, and that will give you the base 405 Onyx Annulet. Now this ring in its base form has 3 primordial sockets. Now this is the interesting part of the system where you're going to get a lot of your power from to help you here at the end of Season 1 of Dragonflight. So primordial gems are a new item which are dropping in the Scarer Vaults, in those chests that I mentioned before. As you go through the Scarer Vaults and open chests, there's a chance that you're going to have some of these gems inside. Now there are a ton of different gems in the game in 10.07. I believe there's 24. There'll probably be more as well, but as of this build, I believe there's 24 in total, which is a lot. Now, obviously, you can't stack the same gem, but they do have unique effects. So one example of a gem I can give you is like the Gleaming Ironstone. So the equip effect on this is standing still for 3 seconds in combat, steals yourself, absorbing 25,000 damage, and increasing auto attack damage by 305 for 25 seconds. Now, they all kind of have fun effects like that. Some have shields, some increase healing. It really depends, and obviously there will be a, abyss for your class and spec, no doubt, in 10.07 once people have simmed all of them. But yeah, there's a ton of these available. So you're just going to get random ones from the vault as you go through it, so you can just kind of open chests. There's a chance for some of these stones to drop. So that is one way to get primordial gems in 10.07. Now, there is another way as well. So once you've completed the quest for the Onyx Annulet, you'll get a lead-on quest which will send you back into the vault to look for a jeweler's kit and a anvil. Once that quest is complete, you just head back to researcher Imareth, and this will unlock a whole nother level to your primordial gems. So now, once you've done this, you'll be able to remove your gems from the Onyx Annulet. So you don't need to destroy them when you get new gems, you can actually remove them, which is really nice. To do this, all you gotta do is stand over by the jeweler's kit, and a new kind of extra action button will come up. That will give you the option to remove gems from the Annulet, which is really nice. So yeah, we're not losing gems here. You can just simply remove them and then put new ones in, which is cool. You'll also probably end up with a surplus of gems that you're not going to use. Now, there is a solution for this, which is really great as well. You can head over to the Tuskar here, and another new action button will come up. This will actually allow you to destroy the gems and get a new item called Dormant Primordial Fragments. Now, for each gem that you destroy, you get 6 fragments. These fragments can be used to purchase items from researcher Emereth. Now, these items are a little bit RNG, and this is where it's going to be a bit of a pain point for a lot of people, I can imagine, and I don't know if Blizzard are going to change their mind on this, but let me try and explain this the best I can. So each of the primordial gems has a family as such. Now, it doesn't matter if you can stack up on these families, you can have a bunch of fire ones, you just obviously can't have 2 or 3 of the same gem as they're unique. So researcher Emereth is selling items for each of the 7 families. So for example, the condensed fire magic item has a chance to have 1 of 3 gems. So if you're specifically targeting a gem here, it might be a little difficult. Now, these cost 10 dormant fragments each. As mentioned, you get 6 from destroying a gem, so you're going to be kind of fighting RNG quite a bit here to try get your BIS gem. Personally, I would have preferred it if you could obviously just buy the gem straight up, but seems like what Blizzard are doing here. Each of these items vary in how many potential gems you might be able to get. Some of them have a 1 in 5 chance of a certain gem, and some of them have a 1 in 3 chance. It really depends which family you're going for here. Wowhead data mined all of the different ones that you can get from these, so if you have a specific gem that you're after, definitely worth checking Wowhead to check which ones can be inside it. So yeah, that's kind of the, RNG specific way to try and target gems, but you can also get them, as mentioned, from the Scare Vaults through chests and whatnot. Now, on top of all that, once you get your BIS gems and you're happy with them, they will be item level 411, but they can be upgraded up to item level 424. Now, there isn't some fancy system you can do that yourself on the Forbidden Reach right now. Again, this is PTR, so maybe that'll come in later, but as of right now, the only way to upgrade these gems is through jewel crafting. Now, it's pretty simple to do it through jewel crafting. If you are a jewel crafter, you'll be able to craft unstable elementium. Now, the recipe for this just drops from a rare on the Forbidden Reach. Not sure on the drop rate or anything like that. It is BOP as well, so you won't be able to buy this recipe, so you will have to go to Forbidden Reach and kill this rare. Now, to create the unstable elementium, it's pretty simple. It's simply just 10 dormant fragments and 25 silken gem dust. Now, obviously, if you're not a jewel crafter, don't worry too much because this can be done through the work order system. So yeah, you're going to be putting in some work orders here to create unstable elementium items to upgrade your gems. This is a BOP item, so it will have to be done through the work order system because you obviously won't be able to buy them on the auction house. Again, subject to change. Things could change, absolutely. There could be a way that you could upgrade them yourself, but as of this build, as of the PTR, the only way to upgrade your primordial stones up to item level 424 is through jewel crafting and the work order system. But again, 10 fragments and 25 silken gem dust is not really a lot, so it's not really the end of the world here. It's not too complicated. Yeah, seems like a fairly basic system to upgrade your gems. And that's basically it. That is the Onyx Annulet system of patch 10.07. Hopefully I explained it okay. It's not as complicated as it sounds. It really isn't. You get the ring, you get the gems, you can upgrade those gems. Fairly simple. This is not Dom Sockets 2.0. This is more akin to the Mechagon Trinket. And again, it's an item that you're going to use at the end of Season 1 of Dragonflight, going into 10.1, and then you're going to replace it in 10.1 in Season 2. So just a little bit of fun for the end of the season, just to have some cool new effects and play around with your class and give some extra kind of jazz to it. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to kind of playing around with this, finding out what my BIS is and kind of targeting that. As mentioned, the system for targeting specific gems is a little bit rough, and hopefully they do change that. But as of right now, it is going to be a little bit RNG to try get those, so you're going to need a lot of luck on your side. But obviously once you get those gems, you can upgrade them fairly easily as well. So yeah, so there you go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you liked this video, please leave a like on it and subscribe. That'd be very much appreciated. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I have a Patreon, and you can check me out on Twitter at MrGMYT. Also have a Discord channel as well. All of those links will be below in the description. And of course, I am now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, Dragonflight PTR, Rat Ditching Classic, any sort of WoW. We've been testing this a lot. It's been a lot of fun. So if you want to check me out on stream, guys, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.